Hey! Hello and welcome to Dumb and Dragons, the podcast where Helpful Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons with Dominic Monaghan. I'm Andrew Gilbert, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. And I'm not alone. With me, as always, is the unbenevolent dictator of Helpful Goat, Galway, playing the Turtle Druid, McKeck Tumbledown.
Hey, everybody.
Lena, playing the Azamar Warlock, Elif Fire.
Hi.
Adam, playing the Bugbear Barbarian, Connie Demure.
Hello, hello.
And, of course, Dominic Monaghan, playing the Halfling Monk, Cryon Fane.
Friends!
Welcome, everyone. Do I normally not start with that? I normally start with
You normally start with the music.
song.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
I haven't even done that yet. All right, so
Yeah, that's right.
Let's
You
have a-
build,
forget all about who we are.
real quick.
I don't hear it. Does anyone else hear music?
I don't hear it, Andy.
You guys don't hear it? Oh,
I hear it.
well,
Oh,
as long
I
as he
don't.
can hear it.
Oh, I still don't hear it.
Just sing dragons.
It's going to be way off.
No, it's on so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dun, and dragons. Dun, and dragons.
Couldn't hear it.
Dragons. Okay, now one last with me.
Dragon.
Dumb, 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 and dragons.
Beautiful.
How come I couldn't hear the music, you guys?
Sorry.
Because Andy messed up. No, I don't know.
Settings at roll 20.
I don't.
Your music might be turned down too low in roll 20.
Maybe.
Oh. Excuse me while I eat my snack.
Well, I got some more music playing, so. Which I don't know. What am I doing? I don't need to start that yet. Either. So there's.
Andy, are you okay?
Why-
Are you
why-
okay?
yeah,
Are you
I'm not
okay, Andy?
I'm not okay. Hey everyone.
Are we doing a reprise?
No, we're here live on Twitch.
And dragons. And they fucked
Now I
up.
can't hear any of you guys.
Send help.
Andy fucked up. Oh, Andy fucked up.
Send help.
Dude, there's no help. You know this.
Wait,
I've lost everything.
can Dom really not hear us? Because that could be a problem. Dom,
I
can you hear
think
me?
No, I can't hear any of you guys. I can't hear anyone.
He's just ignoring us.
See you guys doing sign language. The music's great, though. You guys hear me? Yeah, I can hear the music. It just stopped. I can't hear any of you guys.
Wait,
Wait.
You should.
could he really hear the...
Maybe since
really
the
not
music
hear it.
stopped, you can just change it and bring it back to you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What?
I can hear you. You're back. You're back.
Wait,
What
but
just
what
happened?
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Jesus Christ, I thought it was lost. I thought we were in different timelines. I
No.
thought that we were in the future and you were sideways and I didn't know what was
Gosh,
going
I
on.
wish.
Yeah,
It seems like
the
only
darkest
one
time.
channel of sound could. I heard that, and I can hear you guys fine in the music.
Okay.
Excuse me. Go figure.
Yeah.
Galway is stressed the fuck out.
We got on tonight and everything seemed to work perfectly and there were no gremlins.
So they were just waiting.
I think
They
they're
were
just sneaky
they're
gremlins.
just
They're the sneaky gremlins. Fuck. Okay. So, we're live on Twitch. Going to be recording an episode for our podcast, Dom and Dragons, which can be found in the Goats and Dragons feed of this. If you want to get caught up, we are planning to kind of wrap up this little arc here. Hopefully to continue in the future, but wrap up this arc in like 4 sessions or so. So like July 8th might be our final glorious triumph over what's going on here. So please get caught up on our YouTube, Helpful Goat Gaming, if you want to get all caught up with that. And or just, jump in and listen to us on Twitch. That's cool. In order to show our continued support of the Black Lives Matter movement, you can type !BLM in the chat, and that can give you some resources if you're interested in looking into that. And I suggest everyone try to kind of take this time to pause, learn as much as we can, look inward, talk, have weird, difficult conversations sometimes. And also, take care of yourself out there. And for us specifically, that means sometimes playing games and having a good time with our friends. This allows us to not just escape from the world, but to more importantly, I think, recharge our batteries and really be able to smile and laugh again in a world that sometimes doesn't really feel like there's a lot of laughter out there. So yeah, there's definitely that, and our support certainly goes out to Black Lives Matter, and and we're just going to kind of continue doing our thing and trying to recharge our batteries and have a good time, and hopefully we can do a little bit with you tonight with that. So, and was there something added to that, or
there's also just up at the top right below Helpful Goat Gaming Presents Dumb and Dragons, there's a crawl of different resources, educational resources, things you can reach out to donate, and the donate command in chat is also set to a donation page from Minneapolis charity emphasizing people in that community that could still use help.
Awesome. Yes, thank you for adding that. Cool. All right. So beyond being on Twitch tonight, just want to say a couple of really big thank yous to Sam Winnie, who composed that amazing theme song that we always sing so beautifully over, and as well as some of the other music that we hear from time to time in here. We'll try to flag that as a Sam Winnie thing when we do that. But also,
I would just like to say that we sing that song very well, even when we can't hear it.
Even when we can't hear it, even when it's delayed on a crazy thing. Yeah. And to Monty, at Miraculous Monty on Twitter, for a lot of the character art. And we got something else kind of in the works with Monty with this campaign that we're all super, super excited about. So huge thank you to Monty for helping us out there. And Galway, do we have any extra supporters from last time we spoke?
We do. Followers. The tech has been so bizarre that I can't access them at the moment.
Yeah, no worries. 100%. Yeah, we'll maybe get that for you later.
My screens are going a little crazy right now. It's fine.
You are good. You're good. That's the joy of what this is, because this is a live recording and not the edited, polished version you get with those fat cats. This is the real shit right here. The uncut stuff. Yeah.
We're the fat cats then for making the podcast.
Well, yes.
And also, I'm not experiencing joy.
We're the real shit and the fat cats.
Yeah, we're everything, man.
Are
you guys talking about the film? Because the real fat cats were Rebel Wilson and James. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I saw the Aristocats. I think that's
Oh, I love the Aristocats.
Yeah.
55,000 times better than cats. Wait, can I hear you guys now that the music's playing? Someone speak.
Can you? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Oh no.
Interesting.
Shit.
Unless you guys are all playing an elaborate prank on me.
Stream can attest to we are not playing an elaborate prank on Dom right now.
So
weird.
Andy, pause the music and then
Sorry, go away.
Dom, can you hear us now? Like, there's no music playing, and now we're talking.
Dom?
Oh my gosh.
Dom?
Interesting.
Now I can hear you. I heard interesting.
Yay!
Yeah.
Maybe.
So the channel stays occupied for like 10 seconds after the music stops.
Weird.
Yeah.
Maybe leave roll 20, come back in.
Oh.
See if
Got
that
it.
does it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Because I got some good music tonight, folks. We're getting into some good stuff. Yeah, we'll see.
Please don't snort the screen again.
I like that Andy's trying actual tech support, and I'm just like laughing at everything that's going wrong.
It's his week. We rotate through.
We rotate someone being the adult. Because none of us want to do that.
Okay. Looks like I am back in roll 20.
Back. Let's try this again. Can you still hear us?
Can you? Oh my god, that's so weird.
Nothing?
All right, so leave. Okay, we should have him leave Discord and re-enter Discord. Right.
Sure, we can try that. You did.
Now, in 10 seconds, you'll be able to hear me, but I don't know if you'll be hearing what I said 10 seconds ago, or what I hear.
You had this problem kind of.
Oh, problem. Then I had problem.
Nice.
When you got your new computer Galway, right? What did you do to fix it?
I had to close at the task manager level. I had to close all of the Chrome processes, but it wasn't the same thing. It wasn't that I couldn't hear Chrome ever. I couldn't hear any audio coming through Chrome. I would hear it through Firefox. I could hear Discord, etc. It wasn't the case of this, like, if one thing is playing, another thing can't be.
Oh, we did plug in his mic after you joined. What if you just dip out of Discord and back in? I wonder if that will help at all.
Okay. But nothing to do with the mic. Don't do anything with the mic.
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
I shall return.
Also, hi in Twitch, Sarah Cat, my friend Sally, my former
Sally.
roommate in Colorado, my housemate. How's it going, Sally? Glad to have you here.
Go away. I killed Discord, but I can still hear you guys. How do I?
If you come back in and disconnect from the call specifically.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Andy,
so that'll be down.
Specific. Yeah. Guys, this is awesome. This is the best round of tech issues we've had yet.
Honestly, it's not that bad. This is so far we're doing all right.
Well, because previously this would have occurred in the middle of a battle, or like an elaborate speech that Cryon was making to like get the beasts of burden to be like, yeah, we're good, we're gonna go fight now, and we'd just be like, eh? How's it going? How's it going, Dom?
I can hear you guys.
Sweet, we can hear you. Let me put a little music on. Let's see. Can you still hear us?
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, no.
It's just that
Making lit read, I saw Adam say, "Oh my god!"
It's just it's just the knowing grin and nah.
You guys can totally roll for me in roll 20.
Oh no!
Well, it's more that what's becoming clear is that I am going to have to do all the music for tonight based on Andy's request. So, like, what kind of mood do you want? Cattails right now?
Yeah, a little anomaly. Yeah, just
for anomaly. Yeah. So okay, here we go.
Adam's gonna sing all the music.
Yeah, I love
just
this.
At least intro us in. I'm not gonna do I can layer it in while editing.
I want to see this, but also as a real solution.
Wait. I
John has turned off the music for himself in Roll20.
That was what I was going. That was what I was going to request.
And then also, I would love to see you doing this, Adam. I'm just trying to offer actual solutions.
It's. I was going to say, in no way, shape, or form am I suggesting that Adam should not have to try to roleplay Connie while also doing the background vocals, but. Could you, Dom, go into the settings on Roll20 and turn the music volume all the way down?
Settings. Here we go. Down into game settings. I don't see a volume. Oh, master music volume level. 0. Done.
Okay.
And
you're hearing us right now, right?
Now. Let's see if you can still hear us.
Yeah, and you still hear us.
Are you playing the music?
No,
Not yet.
But
No.
you
Not
can
yet.
hear us. I'm just making sure you can. I want to make sure we didn't wreck something else by doing that, and somehow Roll20 hasn't become your master soundboard. Okay.
All right.
Here is a bell.
Here we go.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
No. Now I cannot hear music or humans.
All right. So in your, if you see like a volume icon in the lower right hand corner, Dom.
Now you're back. Are you talking to me?
Yes, Dom.
Roll20.
What happens when you right click your volume kind of icon on your
on my actual computer?
Yes. Yeah.
And
Okay.
open volume mixer.
Oh, what the flange? I can
I didn't
open the
even know
little.
this was a thing.
Yeah.
And what
I
happens?
can open the thing. The thing that says headset. No, but near there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
It
is
says speakers on
volume
mine.
Mixer. Because I'm attached to my headset.
But so if you right click that icon, and does it give you a volume mixer option?
Open volume mixer.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, okay. It's giving me 3 options: headset, system sounds, Google Chrome.
Are they all kind of at a high like volume? Like
No, not high. They were all at around about 33%.
Interesting. What happens if you click at the bottom of the volume slider for Chrome? Click mute.
I did it.
Okay.
Right?
I can,
Now close out.
I can still hear you guys.
Well, and wait, but you don't have Discord.
You've
showing
gone
up?
again. Yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes.
But why wouldn't
I'm
Discord be
confused.
showing up
Do not like me.
for him in the? It's got to be a headset thing. It's got to be
Now
his
I can
headset.
hear you guys again.
So I think we go with the second option actually, and do have Adam sing all the music for us tonight.
To be
Well,
fair,
yeah,
Sam also
Andy, 'cause I know you
suggested
have great
Roll20.
music.
No, it's fine. If you wanted to, do you happen to have other like headphones you can just plug in real quick, or?
Me?
Yeah.
I just don't know what port they would go in because.
So Sam had a suggestion also of we could broadcast sound through Roll20, and if Dom turned on hearing sound in Roll20, then all of his
Rachel
audio.
also suggested we just not have music. I don't know if that's a vibe. I mean, it is like a solution.
Whichever you guys think is easiest.
Honestly,
I have
it's a
this
decent solution.
I have this gaming headset, but the ports are currently taken up by the mic.
I would say the best solution is Adam sing, and
So Andy, you tell me
I'll tell
at
you.
what point you're going to play what song. That way I have it for podcast editing.
Yeah.
And then I'll do my best to kind of set the mood for us
Okay.
in the game.
Yeah, I can even like give you a little bit of stuff. We'll lose Dom for like 10 seconds, and then
Yeah, bloody gremlins.
All right, no,
I can't believe it was more simpler when I was playing off a 2012 MacBook. Now I'm on like a state-of-the-art Alienware PC and it's all knackered.
I think we're good though. I think this will work probably. So.
I might have all the tracks you're going to use like already.
You probably don't have one of them.
Oh, really?
Okay, so we could do what Sam suggested with broadcasting the music to Dom over Roll20. We'd have to use the dice spot, and then you guys wouldn't have dice noises. But I think that would be a really easy, quick fix. Right, Galway?
It seems to be whenever I play it, whether he can hear it or not,
Right, never mind.
is when
Yeah,
it shuts
okay.
down everything.
Yeah,
But
okay.
you
so
guys
we'll
can
do
hear
that
the
as
music
a-
and people talking, right? It's just me?
Yeah.
What
So
the-
it's weird. There's something with your system that like the
Doesn't like both of those
the
things. at the same
Chrome
time.
audio is somehow like elbowing out the Discord audio, and I don't know why. It's very strange.
But that's
But I'd rather have you like be in there and roll and move your character around.
And
And
here we go. I'll do the music.
So Adam, give me a little anomaly, just some light,
Sure. Yeah. Bow, ba, ba, bow, da, 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 da,
Welcome back to Burden, a muddy spot under the boot of the Goholian army. If you have a sword, you best know when to draw it. If you have money, you've already left. And if there's someone you trust in this forgotten place, you hold on to him. We're all just trying to make it here, and maybe we ain't looking too close about what you gotta do to be good in a place like Burton.
Bow, bow, bow.
How we doing? Is this annoying? Is this...
I love it. I don't know.
All right. Okay.
Who gives a shit if it's annoying? That's the point for me.
Last time on Dom and Dragons, the group finally slept through the night, recovering from the previous day's shenanigans, and after drugging the new soldiers and putting them in the town prison to be questioned in the morning, they got a very nice night of sleep. Upon waking, the group met in the One-Eyed Beasts of Burden Tavern, where they immediately found a local cut purse who had lightened Cryon's pockets the night before. Showing off their amazing luck and determination, Cryon and the gang was able to win not only the money from the old woman, but also an interesting magical broom, which Cryon and McKeck took to very quickly.
And a tiny dragon.
And a tiny dragon named Kitty. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, shortly after this, heading to see what they might do about some light arson, the gang heard a small explosion to the south, and then a little bit creepier music. Now, Adam. Toward the prison, and a puff of black smoke in the drizzling rain. Cryon immediately took to the air in the broom, while the rest went on foot trudging through the muddy streets. And now something a little bit more intense.
Scorpion. Scorpion. Prison's on fire. Jail's burned down. Connie used to work here. Now it's gone and there's a scorpion.
Beautiful. There's more. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Excellent. And so coming into the around the corner of a few buildings, you see the remains of the sort of northwest corner of the prison. Just some rubble. You see a few bodies scattered across the place. You're not sure if they're dead or unconscious or exactly what even transpired here. And then rising out of a bit of the smoke and stepping forward is this incredibly large, armored-looking, eight-legged scorpion creature that is still about 10 feet tall. The large thorn on the back of its tail rising even just higher above that. It looks around and then sort of looks over in your direction, folks.
All right, here we go. I got something for this too.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun. Bow. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. Bow.
Just as a note before we drop into, D&D, if you wanted, I could always just call up the tracks for Incompetech on my browser and play them, at which point Stream would hear them.
Also true. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Stormfront is the fight
This
song.
has been nice, though. This is
This is the worst
really
betrayal since Alec Baldwin took over Trump from Daryl Hammond. This is bullshit.
What was this?
No, you're doing great, Adam. You're doing great.
No.
I want you to have to keep it up, Adam.
I don't
What
want to
was
have to keep it up.
What was
either.
the song again?
So go ahead and position yourselves on this map if you'd like. Kind of where you think you would be, or sort of where you'd like to kind of come in on this situation.
What were you going
I'm
to
up
play
in the
during
sky,
the
right?
What?
Stormfront is the name.
Hi, right, Andy.
Oh, hey, Harrison. Guys, Harrison Wallace is in the stream. He's helping with the production of Taming of the Shrew that I am currently rehearsing.
Right on.
Nice. I'm so excited for that.
Zoom performance. That's going to be on Sunday, the 28th. And Harrison's helping with he's the tech guy with like managing Zoom. And they're going to be actually using OBS this time and kind of actually doing a lot of fancy creative shit with our squares. So it won't just be straight Zoom. It'll be really interesting. So
I'm really pumped. The Midsummer's Night Dream is amazing. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting. But so hi, Harrison, and anybody else in stream.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start up Stormfront as the action is happening.
Okay.
Happy to help.
Isn't Stormfront like the name of like a white nationalist website?
Yes, but it's also the name of a song, and it was the song first. I probably.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been around. Kevin MacLeod stuff. This is good stuff.
Also, it's a Nazi scorpion.
It's a Nazi scorpion.
That's true.
So Kran, where would you like to be hovering on your broom? Landing somewhere on a rooftop or something, or what would you like to sort of be doing?
Yeah, I feel like I should certainly take advantage of the fact that I am up in the sky gaining a new vantage point for everyone. So I think maybe I'm just up. You said he was 10 feet, the guy, and maybe his sting was about 12 feet, something like that?
Sure.
So if I'm 25 or 30 feet above him, I'm free of his chain thing, you would hope, or I would hope?
You don't know exactly. Yeah, you would be free of him trying to bite you and probably trying to sting you. Sure.
Because I look up on the picture. I mean, that doesn't look. Well, maybe I'll go 40 feet up.
Okay, that's good too.
And just be having a look. So, you want me to position where I am? I mean, I feel like I'm kind of like here, but 40 feet up.
Oh, I see. Fair enough. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so you're just basically looking kind of straight down on this creature who's now kind of pacing a little bit and looking at you. You're probably another 40 or 50 feet still from the cloud cover that's going to get really, really hard to see. But right now it's somewhat clear as the rain is drizzling down. You do hear a kind of some thunder in the distance. There definitely does seem to be a slightly larger storm coming as well.
Oh no, it's gonna bring me down.
I didn't say that, and just whatever. All right. This guy then kind of looms forward just a little bit and drops a large iron ball with spikes on the end of it, with kind of what looks to be kind of razor blade chain.
Fucking terrifying.
A little bit as it's kind of moving forward just a tiny bit. So why don't we all go ahead and roll initiative at this point? Please remember to click on your icons on the map and then go to your character sheet to roll the initiative.
So Connie is coming down from a cosmic, oceanic experience of feeling connected with all things.
Yes.
I don't know what happened there.
So before I roll initiative, can I just role play a moment? I want Connie to be absolutely sure that this scorpion, he has to fight this guy.
Okay.
So for Connie would be like...
I currently can't hear you guys. Not sure why.
The dice rolls.
Is it the dice roll noises?
Wait.
The dice rolls.
Because of course, why not?
All right, I'll roll initiative and let's see if.
Wait, real quick. Maybe if you don't enable 3D dice, if you go to your settings real quick, Dom, and then don't click enable 3D, like unclick those, automatically roll and enable them.
Okay.
Hopefully, then you won't have. But you'd be able to hear ours probably still.
Yeah. So let me.
So there just might be 10 seconds.
I think if we turned off for him, I think then he doesn't see any 3D dice from anybody or hear them. I'm not sure.
Did I even roll?
You
Yes.
did. Yeah, let me put you in.
Just only shows up in the sidebar. Also, Andy, I fucked mine up because you said to click on characters and then I didn't. I mean, I tried to, but I was still on the roller, not on my clicky.
You're
so
good.
I'm actually 7.14, not 15.14.
So Andy, you said that like a chain with razor blades came down
Yeah.
in like a threatening way.
Yeah.
So right before that, Connie was kind of like walking forward and kind of in a haze, and he was like, "Well met, fellow traveler on the road of life. I currently am feeling oceanically connected to all beings, and you are one. What say you we grab a cup of mead at the one-eyed beasts of burden?"
You just hear a.
McKeck is taking notes again, while also going, "Oh dear, oh dear."
All right, well, part of justice is mercy, and part of mercy is defending those who need defending. So, how about this, scorpion dude? Fuck you.
You first.
Wait, wait,
What?
wait, what?
Wait, are we actually fucking?
Oh, no, not with that. Your scorpion tail. I don't think I could take that. I'm gonna roll initiative before this gets any more graphic.
Hey, real quick before we get into the
Yes.
graphic fight, I misunderstood Sam's suggestion. So Sam's suggestion is that we send our audio via Roll20 audio to Dom, which I think we could do, right? Dom would stay in the video call so that we'd still have his Craig audio, but he could mute all of us in Discord, and instead we could broadcast to him through Roll20 if we really want to have, no more of these.
Oh,
sound-
maybe, yeah. I see what you're saying. So if all of us go ahead and Dom, if you go over and into the settings again in Roll20 and go down to like chat text stuff.
Where is? Oh yeah. Oh,
People still hear me
Where is that?
here.
I can hear you.
Yeah, and if you say I want to receive from others, voice only.
And then reconnect.
I want to receive from others, voice only.
And then if we want to broadcast to others, voice only, the rest of us.
And with Dom,
I couldn't hear you on.
You can hear me through Roll20?
I can't hear you, Lena, if you're talking.
Okay. I was trying to see if you can hear me without pushing to talk through Roll20, which you should be able to.
I'm not receiving anything on Roll20.
Okay.
Because otherwise I'm going to get echo.
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
And then if we all do that and come back in to
I can
Roll20.
only hear Galway.
can you
Which is
hear
probably because I
me?
was the only one who had set to broadcast initially.
Can you hear me now, Dom?
Take that as a no.
Okay, I should almost be in.
So can we agree that Dom is a sort of destructive primeval force on technology?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
In
love
fact,
I think so.
my theory, Dom,
Seriously,
is
it's
that
happened before.
my theory is that you are the gremlins.
it. You are the gremlin.
I don't know if you heard that.
Okay, using my microphone.
I don't think you did.
allow. All right.
Some of you
Dom,
may have to
can-
verify that that Roll20 can use your mic.
Yeah. Can you hear
that's
me,
fine.
Dom?
I don't think this might not be worth it. I refreshed my page, but I don't think you can hear me either.
Can you hear me, Dom?
Yes, I can hear you, Andy.
Okay. So me and Galway,
Can
you can hear
me?
through Roll20.
Is he hearing you through Discord or through Roll20?
Probably through Roll20 if he can't hear you. I changed my thing to display voice only, and then I left Roll20 entirely, came back in.
Yeah, you can also just hit the reconnect button, and that's...
Is there a
Yeah,
reconnect?
I can hear you now, Lena.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, good. So that works through Roll20 because I didn't hear Lena through Discord.
Because Roll20 will not be on push to talk.
Yes. So Dom's going to hear everything. So now we're trying to get Adam in there, and I think then that would work.
So I have my settings set to I want to broadcast voice only.
Yeah.
Almost.
Okay, wait. So who can hear me?
Me?
Can everybody hear me?
I can hear
Okay,
you now.
can
I
everybody
can hear you.
But I can hear you through Discord. Are we supposed
I'm not
to?
trying to hear
Okay.
through Roll20. We just need to broadcast to others, voice only. Make sure that you allow Roll20 to use your mic and reconnect.
No, there's no setting prompt. Like, there's no prompt for me to allow it to use my. Oh,
Are you on Chrome? Click the little tiny camera up in the
Like address
place
bar.
where you type URLs. Address bar
oh,
on the right side.
yeah.
And then click
Yes. Okay.
Oh, gotcha, Adam.
Hey! All right, I'm going to try
Nice.
some music real quick. Can you still hear us, Dom, with
Yeah,
music?
can you still hear us, Dom?
I can hear you. I can't hear music.
But he can't hear
Can't
music.
hear
He lowered the volume all the way. He lowered the volume all the way.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Where do I go? To Roll20?
Yeah, you're good. Roll20 settings, and then bring up your master volume again.
Guys, this is great.
Oh my god.
All right, so
So
then
I
only
think
the
everything's
video for
working.
Dom is going to come through the Discord, basically. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can hear music now. It's very faint, but I can hear it.
And you
Okay.
can still hear us? You can hear me talking?
Guys, I can hear you. It's...
Beautiful.
Okay.
We're almost an hour in, and I think we got it.
Yeah.
That's wild. All right.
Can we just murder a scorpion now?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is certainly
I'm going to
not
name him
some music.
Tech Problems.
Yeah, Scorpion Tech
Scorpion?
Problems.
Yeah.
All right, here is our music for our fight.
Oh, but stream doesn't have Dom video. Oh, but that's because Dom comes in and out.
Yeah, he
All right,
comes in.
I'll go.
Okay, folks. All right, Cryon, you are going to get to go first. Did Connie roll? Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So you are floating, Cryon, 40-some feet above this creature. The rain is kind of coming down a little harder now. What is it you'd like to do?
I'm just consulting the map. So, what are all these? Are these all bodies around this thing? Are they all alive? Are they dead?
You're not sure. Yeah, from this distance, they all at least are unconscious. It looks to you.
So I feel like my job at this point is to potentially be the eyes for the crew. What I want to do is a kind of safe as I can do, flyby, just so that I'm not within range of this guy, just to swoop by to see what I can see and see if there's any potential information I can impart to the gang.
Okay. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, on your flyby, give me a perception roll.
Perception.
And you probably can do your 3D dice again if you wanted to.
Oh yeah.
I like that after all of this, I'm suddenly like, oh shit, right, what am I going to do in this fight?
Yeah, right. All right, a 17. Very good.
Nice.
Yeah. Kron, you're starting to get really good at sort of trying to pick out weaknesses in things, and you think that this creature, you can recognize a couple things about it as you're circling it at a safe distance here. One, its chain-looking thing looks to be like another 10 feet in length, so it's got a little bit of reach on what it can attack.
Another 10 feet than the size of its body. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So you certainly see that as it's dragging it along the ground. You also see that its stinger actually looks a little bit hurt and damaged a little bit. It's possible if you were to focus that for a bit, you might even be able to remove the tail if you needed to. But that seems to be the only thing that's hurt about this thing already. And it did seem to survive a somewhat large explosion somehow.
Okay, so as part of my go, can I fly around and tell those guys, like, the chain seems to be 25 foot long and it seems to have a damaged stinger?
Yeah, absolutely. You can kind of fly over to them, hover a little bit back here. Your movement can get you around here-ish on the broom.
Okay.
Yeah, and you let them know what that is, and you're still kind of probably 30 feet up at this point, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
When do you know in these situations when your turn is done? Is it based on how much you move and stuff like that?
Yeah, it basically on can you do anything else? And you've basically used an action. If you have something as a bonus action, you could do that. Or anything like a free action, like pull out a weapon, or if you wanted to dismount the broom or something like that, you could do that.
I think I'll stay on the broom.
Yeah, that's probably about it then.
That would probably. I think that's my go. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Thanks.
All right. The thing just like looks at you, Cryon, as more of a bug that it's not worried about, and it looks now at you, Connie, and it tilts its head and it growls again, and then it rushes. It rushes very quickly up toward you, and as it's even about this far away, it takes its chain whip and tries to hit you with it.
I've got my shield. Out.
You got your shield out.
Which gives me 2 extra to my armor class.
Okay.
Oh, I like that. I like that fun.
All right. That's a crit miss on his part.
Oh, he drops his weapon?
Wow. As he's just like, and he flings his spiked chain around at you. He's not used to the wet weather here in the mud. Just loosens his grip on the chain itself, and it goes tattering to the ground, just kind of next to you, falling completely to the ground.
Hell yeah.
You do see it has a long sword still in a sheath on its back. That seems to be the only other weapon it does have at the moment.
It's got a stinger.
And a stinger.
Just saying.
Yeah. Which, it being... it's going to go ahead and try to sting you then with its stinger. It did have to move in to do this. You think that the stinger doesn't have much of a reach on it, if that makes sense.
Sure.
All right.
That is far too many dice.
It's an 11. Yeah, it tries to dart its stinger into your head, and you dodge.
I'd like to suggest that it's not that I'm not dodging. I'm swaying, still recovering from the effects of the drug, and I just happen to sway out of the way of the stinger.
Yeah. I love it. Beautiful. It seems to be now just very upset at its current situation. McKeck.
You're gonna see as Connie sort of is swaying from side to side, and the stinger shoots by him and pulls back, you see McKeck reach for his backpack for a moment. Note to self: possible combat utilities of the chamomile. Oh well. And McKeck's gonna reach into his pouch, and I think we talked about this reflavoring, and he's gonna pull out sort of three fruit stones, fruit pits, and I'm going to cast magic stone on them.
Nice. is it a bonus to cast it, or is it like in the casting of it you get an attack?
It's a bonus action, and I guess it was designed when I loaded it in to also roll the attack. So I was bonus actioning to cast it, but then I was going to throw the stone with my action. So
yeah, as it's darting its stinger in to try to hit Connie, you're gathering your stones. You fling, this pit just shoots out at this thing, hitting it absolutely for 9 damage.
Yeah, so 25 for 9 bludgeoning. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to auto roll that.
Yeah, it's all good.
Like,
yeah,
it's like, okay, so are they all physically monsters too? And that's my turn.
all right, Connie.
Cool. So, does Connie, looking at the chain weapon that this guy dropped, does it look like a one-handed weapon or a two-handed weapon?
It's hard to tell the heft of this thing. It looks like you could probably wield it one-handed, but you need to kind of get in there and pick it up to tell for sure.
Connie would like to pick it up.
All right, as you pick it up, it's definitely a two-handed.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. It looks like kind of flimsy razors are the only thing connecting this thing, but it is very hard to wield it one-handed.
All right. Can I kind of stow my shield while I pick it up?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
Can you let me do that?
That's fine. Yeah. Well, how about you drop your shield?
Well, that's exactly what I wanted to avoid, but okay. Sure. But if you need me to drop the shield to pick it up, I'll do that.
Yeah, in order to like wield it with 2 hands, drop the shield on the ground.
And wait, does this complicate things if I'm trying to attack him with this weapon? Will you let me do that?
Attack him with a weapon? Sure.
With that weapon.
You can certainly try to attack him with that weapon. Yeah.
Can I roll for that, or I don't know if I have the stats or anything?
Oh, it's fine. Roll. You're not going to be proficient in this.
No, fuck. This is such a bad idea.
But if you roll a d20 and add your add either strength or dexterity,
so we could
depends on how you're going to use it.
You could just roll his strength or dex stat.
Right. Yeah, that would work.
All right.
Fingers crossed.
I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to say, Audrey Lord might say that the master's tools will never dismantle the master's house. But let's say we give it a go.
The one-liners in this campaign.
Need to take notes.
Ooh,
a 17.
pretty good.
You're able to just swing it around your head a couple times, and then right at this thing, it lashes around him. The razor's kind of cutting into him. He is automatically grappled in this moment. He is restrained because of this weapon.
Restrained or grappled? 2 different conditions.
Yes, he is grappled, which causes the restrained condition.
So it causes both. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He's tied up. Is that what that means?
Pretty much. Yeah. He.
As a note, just for Dom,
his movement is 0. He gets a chance to get out of it on his turn, but
a grappled creature's
that
speed
also takes up an action.
Yeah, a grappled creature speed goes to 0, so they can't move, but that's about it. But restrained is a lot more. Yeah. Their speed becomes 0 just because you could be restrained by things that don't grapple you. Attack rolls against them have advantage. Their attack rolls have disadvantage, and they have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Nice.
Restrained is real bad.
Yeah.
All right. So that it did that.
And 1d. Let me double check the stat.
Also, I'm like, I heard razors. Those sound like those
1d8 of piercing damage, I believe. Nope, 1d6 plus 3. I'm sorry. Or what's your strength modifier? 3.
Yeah, my strength mod is 3. Should I roll a d6?
A d6 plus 3. Yeah.
7.
4 plus 3, 7.
All right, 7.
And so
so this thing's main function seems to not be damage, but be hurting and holding someone.
So Connie senses that if he holds on to this weapon, he will keep this creature grappled and restrained
For the time being.
for the time being. And since it's two-handed, I'm not sure I really have any other attacks to do here. So I guess that will be my turn.
Okay. Very nice. Elif, your turn.
So it's a strength check to break out of restrained, right?
In this case, you're not sure. You've never dealt with this weapon, but it probably that would be the thing. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna get back here. You guys,
I'm sorry.
Scorpion Man is really good.
Either
Okay.
athletics or acrobatics generally are those kinds of things. If that narrows it down, it's not constitution or wisdom or anything.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go back here because this Scorpion Man is really scary, and you guys seem like you totally have it covered, right? You totally have it covered. So I'm just gonna cast spells back here because and I'll just run away if I need to, and you guys will be fine, right? Yeah.
Connie, Elif. Wow, we're so connected. I don't see where I end and you begin. But the world is moving so slowly for me that I understand every syllable of what you're saying for the first time in my life. Sounds like a plan.
So beautiful, Connie. I'm so glad you can understand me. You can understand me perfectly, right? You can understand me talking about how I'm gonna hex them from back here and never go near them and just run away.
Must take notes.
Oh my god. Meekat just took 20 minutes to say that in my head.
Okay, I'm hexing the scorpion. So I guess I'm going to do strength as it's disadvantage for ability checks. And that's a bonus action. So with my actual action, Eldritch Blast.
You have advantage?
You have advantage,
can
yeah.
hit?
One more time.
I have advantage because
advantage.
he's restrained.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there.
oh.
Nice.
There's the crit.
Critical.
Put
See if this
him
does
down.
Oh my gosh, my favorite one. You strike him square in the head with this Eldritch Blast. He immediately looks dazed, a bit confused. There is a -2 to his wisdom because of this. And you did 15 damage to him.
Plus hex, so
Plus another one.
16.
Oh wait,
He looks-
I have this thing where if someone rolls a 1, you can roll it again, right?
That's a d20 roll. It's not a damage roll
Yeah,
thing.
and it's
But it helps keep us from
most-
fumbling.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Fiddly D.
That
It's good,
will
though, yeah.
come in handy, though, for sure.
It definitely probably will. Any other
Badass.
movement or anything, Elif?
No, I would move further back, but you didn't make this map big enough for me, so I'll just hang out here by the edge. It's probably safe. Like, I can get pretty far back with my spells, but it's okay.
I can't hear you, Andy.
I can't hear
Oh,
him
sorry,
either.
I
I
was
don't know if it's
talking.
just me.
I was talking only in roll 20. Yeah,
I could
it's,
see you
Yeah,
talking.
there's buildings here. You would lose line of sight on him if you moved
Okay.
back much further. So.
Okay, cool. So I'll just hang out here.
Cryon, your turn.
I feel like Cryon's still on his broom, on his magical broom. I feel like Cryon
Yeah.
turns around to his gang at a safe distance from the scary guy and says, "Are we killing this guy or are we asking him to yield?" Because I'm guessing at this point we can kind of make that decision, right? Are we just all about killing him?
Yeah, either way, sort of technically, if you want to knock him unconscious, I'll let you know when that's coming, so you can make the decision to have like a non-lethal blow that just knocks him out,
Oh, okay.
if you want. But it's also a good question for the group.
Yeah, well, so, I mean, I might suggest that Cryon definitely heard, like, when Connie was trying to extend his version of a peaceful, like, relationship with this scorpion monster. So, like, even as the effects of the chamomile wear off, you might get the sense from Connie that, again, like, he's just grappling and restraining this guy right now. So, like, everything from Connie's behavior, and even as you call out to the group, Connie will turn to you, look up into the rain that's battering down on him, and his eyes, you can distinguish between the rain and just little tears, they're welling up in his eyes that seem to communicate, can't we all just get along? That's Connie, anyway.
They're fucking racist monsters. End them.
Right. I also don't want to communicate the wrong message about shit.
All right. Well, in that case, it feels like the group is, like, at least interested in knocking him out to that extent, and maybe we tie him up or something. So in that case, I would like to have Cryon kind of head up to, as safe a distance in that low cloud cover that there is, and then turn around on his broom and come down at a pretty high rate towards this guy, and with his dart try and throw it towards that sting, because we've not damaged the sting yet, right? Or have we?
No, not specifically.
Try and throw it at the sting.
Interesting. Yeah, give me an acrobatics check to perform this maneuver in the air. 18. Yeah. Very nice. 18 then. You fly up. He almost seems to lose you for a moment in the clouds up above, and his eyes go back onto Connie, and you flip down, coming straight down, now darts in your hands. You fling them at him, and go ahead and give me a dart attack.
Dart attack.
With advantage.
So do I just hit dart, or...
Yep. You can hit it twice. Because advantage will give you the better of the two. Oh, it already, yeah, sorry. So the 18, yeah, 18, so this is a little harder to hit than is normal because you're sort of singling out one piece of this guy. But you absolutely do hit, doing 7 damage. Very nice.
Was that good, 7? Out of a possible, what, 10?
For you, that's max. No, 8. It's out of 8 total.
Yeah, pretty good.
With the dart.
Pretty good.
And you see it slice into this area that's already wounded. Maybe 2 more of those, and the whole thing comes off, you think. Like, you're doing some damage there.
Does that conclude my go, or does he have another...
That would be your action in your movement. Unless you want to, like, get into melee range with this guy.
No, I don't think
that would probably conclude it.
I'm gonna stay at range. Can I go and land on this roof here? Or have I moved?
Adds probably as much movement as you can do is just the dive at him again.
Okay, I think I'm gonna. Is that where I've ended up? Where I am on the map there?
Yeah, but you're still 20 feet up.
All right, I'm just gonna chill then. I think 20 feet up is kind of safe, right?
Yeah, and he doesn't have that chain anymore. You know.
Right. Okay, cool.
All right. All right, Connie. You see him then. He's trying his best to break free of this. And he'll have disadvantage. Is that what the hex does? Elif?
Yes, if he's using strength, he has disadvantage on that.
Oh, that's a crit. miss.
That's a crit miss.
Thank you, Hex.
So he's just like slashing about, and you're just barely able to hang on to this weapon, even as it's still hurting him. That's still keeping him in place and restrained. He doesn't have a really good angle on you with his stinger, because of this restraint. That's his turn.
Oh,
He can't move.
Scorpion Man.
McKeck, your turn.
I have no pity for you. Bonus action, I'm gonna activate Shillelagh.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hork a stone at his head.
Okay.
Oh, advantage.
Yeah.
25
25 for
for
5
5.
damage. Hits him again. Just kind of slams into his shoulder. Pings off. Nearly going up almost 20 feet. Like, Kron, you could probably catch the pit if you wanted to.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
All right, it slams into him so hard, bounces up in the air. Cryon just kind of moves over in the broom, catches the pit of the fruit.
Nice.
I'm trying to see
All
whether
right.
the attack hits or misses. The spell then ends on the stone, so it is not still magical.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's a hefty peach.
That was good.
I was like, I couldn't remember. I was like, or just when I've used them all up. Yeah. See, this is what happens when you're a fundamentally bad person. And that's
Any
my turn.
movement, or Mikek?
No, I'm gonna stay here.
Or what did Adam's nephew call you? Mike K?
I do not know.
It's so cute.
That's adorable.
Mike K.
Fair
I like
enough.
Connie, your turn.
So would. All right. So here's a question.
Yes.
If Connie ended up somehow swinging up somehow, like, or on top of the scorpion's back, would he be able to maintain the effect of the restraint / grapple?
Yes. So your main action is continuing the grapple, and your movement, I'm gonna have you roll an acrobatics check.
Yeah. So here's what I would like to suggest,
Then,
though.
yeah.
Is that given? I kind of would like this to be, if possible, connected with his crit miss on trying to, like, break free.
Okay.
Like I would suggest that maybe I get advantage on my acrobatics roll.
Yeah. Interesting. Are you gonna try to do this?
Yes,
I'll tell
I
you what
am.
you roll.
Yes, I am.
So the DC will be lowered a little bit, but it won't be advantage.
But it's
So
not
go ahead and
so-
roll an acrobatics check.
Okie dokie, here we go.
A 10. You are tentatively able to crawl up on his back then a little bit with this, holding on to the grapple.
Okay. I really only I only wanted to do this so that I could basically say,
You rode
All
a
right.
scorpion man.
no, to say, now I know, Mikek, that I'm not supposed to be operating heavy machinery for the next 4 to 6 hours. But I like to think we can make an exception in this case.
I don't-
And that's really it, because I don't have an attack
Yeah.
as I'm wielding this thing. I would like to maintain the restraint grapple, but Connie is now operating heavy machinery, and that makes me happy.
Does like
It's too good. Yeah.
does tightening like to hold the restraint dig the razors in or anything, or is it
No.
okay?
Not
Keeps him.
not with a 10, unfortunately.
Yeah. However, that was entirely inefficient, but really awesome. Go ahead and take advantage, or get inspiration for your efforts.
Nice. I
Yeah.
will take inspiration. Thank you.
All right, Elif. What do you like?
Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
What do you like?
17?
Eldritch Blast.
17.
Yeah, you have to aim a little bit more carefully this time as the sort of arcane fire shoots out from you. It slams into it and definitely not Connie.
Aiming
11
carefully.
damage.
No, I think he's my friend now, so I am aiming carefully, I guess. And yeah, 11 points of damage. Be really careful with their Connie. I really they'll get hurt. Like my buddy's not right. And the birdie. What's the fuck is the name of my birdie? Ernie. Ernie would be really sad if you got hurt. So don't get hurt, okay?
Oh
Ernie-
shit, you're starting to speed up again. Oh no.
He's coming
Your hair
down.
flies around your face, comes back in.
Aw. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Cryon.
Consulting the map. Well, I'm quite close to him, right?
Yep, still about 20 feet up, but yeah.
So in these situations, you never know how close the creature or the enemy is to succumbing in terms of points, right?
I usually give you, like, when you say, like, I kind of want to, like, look him over real quick, see how he's doing. I can tell you usually if he's, like, bloodied, like, is he really bloodied and bruised here? And that usually means around half of his hit points are gone. And he is bloodied and bruised at this point.
Okay. I mean, I'm looking at my character sheet. What do I have? I have these darts. I don't have a weapon, do
Your weapon are your fists and feet, man.
I? Yeah.
Deadly weapons.
Yeah, that martial attack thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, in that case, I think I'll do some sort of martial attack. Hang on, I'm looking. Like missiles? No, there's not. So a martial attack is basically like a kick of sorts, right?
Yeah.
Or is
yep,
that,
punch,
or is that
kick,
anything?
Yeah. Yep, elbow, knee. Land on him with your butt.
Headbutt.
Oh, I think I did. Okay, I'll do that. So is that I spend a key point? Is that right?
You can, yeah. So are you going to fly down to him and land on him, or land next to him?
Can I use the fact that I'm in the air to kind of give me a little bit more force? So basically, come down on the broom and then kind of, push the broom to the side and kind of land on him with a big.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Superhero slam thing?
Yes, 100%.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What's up? I've bigged it up too much. So what
Yeah, give me a martial attack then, as the broom sort of drifts away from you and you're coming down fast.
Yes,
On this
superhero slam.
guy. 24 hits. We're gonna give you extra damage here.
What, based
attack.
on the trajectory of the attack?
Yeah. So another 9. That's 14 damage.
Darn.
You just come down with both fists, slam into the back of his neck here, and but it does hurt you a tiny bit.
Oh.
So you take 3 damage.
Okay.
As you also slam your face kind of into the armored chitin of this creature, and then roll off. And you're just kind of in front of him a little bit here. So it did a little bit of damage to you, but it did a lot more damage to him.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. And he's when you what did you say he was? Not bound. He's shackled. No, not shackled.
He's restrained.
Restrained.
Yeah.
So that means that he's on the floor, kind of trapped. Is that what it is?
He's not quite on the ground. He's just basically a couple of his legs and his arms are all bound up in him, so he can't really move or aim or do much of else. But he's standing up technically. And now you have a bonus attack because you're in melee range. So you could do a bonus martial arts attack, or you could spend that key point to do 2 martial attacks.
Because I've not spent a key point yet, right? And how many do I have? 4.
You have 4.
So I click the key point, and then do I pick one of these things down the side here? Is that what happens? Or is that
Yeah,
just
so you
basic
can
attack?
right. So you could do the Flurry of Blows, which is 2 more attacks, or you could go into a defensive stance, so you'll be harder to hit next time, or you could make your movement basically go again with a bonus action.
I'll do Flurry of Blows, because
Okay.
that seems to be the best.
All right, give me 2 more martial attacks then, both with advantage. The 12 does not hit. You like jump in the air and kick straight into his chest, and his chest just seems to be some sort of plating armor that you can't get through. And then as you land again, you come and just drive your fist into his abdomen with a 22, and that does hit. You see he just kind of doubles over a little bit, and you get the sense that he's starting to get pretty weak at this point, having a little bit of a hard time standing up.
I'm
Very
close
nice.
to him, right? Can I move for my last move, or am I done?
No, yeah, you can move if you want. He's restrained, so he won't take an attack against you.
Oh, in that case, I'll just chill. I'll be super brave and stand right next to him.
Nice.
Well, I mean, until his turn, which is coming up, he won't take an attack against you right now as you move away, if that makes sense. He won't have that opportunity attack.
Oh, well, maybe I do move then. I'll just. How far can I move? Like, can I back up?
You can like 40 feet, I think now.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's 35 feet.
I'll go chill next to Macaque, maybe something like that.
All right.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you land on him, hit him, kick him a few times, and then just kind of bound away.
Yeah.
Sliding to a stop right next to Macaque in the mud as the rain is pouring down. The broom is laying just kind of on the ground over here, just so you know.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that
I'll put a little marker there.
really Sam from
What?
Critical? Wait. Sam Riot? I forget how to pronounce his last name.
Are you talking about Riegel?
Yeah, Regal from Critical
Mr.
Role.
Riegel.
Is he in the Twitch chat right now? Or is that just somebody else?
I would doubt it. Sam's pretty fucking amazing. But, all right.
Well, if it's you,
so-
Sam Regal, hello and
If
welcome.
it's you, Sam Riegel.
I bet it is Sam, because I went and did a podcast today with the role people, and they said they were going to.
Wait, really?
What?
Yeah.
Tom, you can't drop that on us like that.
Yeah, they did. Well, he blew my cover. They're doing like they're doing like a story-based limited edition podcast story thing.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to play like a dwarf, and I told them about Helpful Goat today, and they were like, "Oh, we'll come check it out."
Well, shit. And I can see our viewer numbers increasing dramatically because he just tweeted about this, apparently. So,
Anyway, let's keep playing the
Sam,
game.
you're so fucking awesome.
And we're moving.
Look at you.
Stick and move. Stick and move.
Well, hey, welcome, Sam. They're
Yeah,
fighting
hey,
a
Sam.
scorpion, a very nasty scorpion dude, and Cryon just did the most amazing skyward flurry of blows attack that I've ever seen. All right,
Hello.
its thing. All right, so this thing then, still wrapped up in its the chain that Connie has around him. He's gonna try to break free again, and the hex is gonna make that a little bit more difficult. But let's see what he does.
Hex.
Both 12s. I'm afraid then he breaks free of the chain. It slips out around him, falling onto the ground. It's not actually broken. You can still try to use it as a weapon, Connie, on your turn. But he now sort of cricks its neck and looks back at you. That you feel just behind your head, something sort of hovering.
oh no.
Oh god.
And he's gonna try to sting you with this.
You're gonna see Macaque. I don't want to take notes on this.
I don't want this. I don't think a 13 hits you though.
It does not.
Even without your shield. You're still pretty spry on its back here. He's gonna just try to shake you off real quick. So as he moves, so go ahead and give me an acrobatics check just to hold on.
Okay, acrobatics. 15?
15. Very nice. All right. You are barely able to hold on as he then, with all of his legs, just bounds over to McKeck and Cryon. You just barely hanging on to the chitin armor of his back. Beautiful. He looks really pissed, but you also got a sense that he's sort of wavering and a bit unsteady underneath your large bugbear frame.
It's my bugbear frame.
Yeah. It's your bugbear frame. But that's all he could do. That's this poor guy. McKeck, your turn.
You're gonna see McKeck sort of crick his neck in response, and pull the shillelagh off his back.
All right.
Okay. We'll do it this way then. You're also gonna see him briefly look behind him and see if Elif has like scattered back into the town. Like, and just sort of, we're doing fine. Flight is not necessary.
Yeah, Elif's still there.
Not necessary.
All right, give us a shillelagh attack.
14?
14. 14 slams straight into that armor plating again, just kind of on his chest and shoulder. He seems to shrug it off completely. No damage.
Unfortunate. Yep, I'm gonna stay here.
All right. Connie.
All right, so he broke free of the chain weapon that I had him grappled and restrained with.
Yeah.
Can I drop that weapon?
Absolutely.
And I'm going to attack recklessly and enragedly.
Are you raging?
I am raging. You know why? Because the drugs, the chamomile, has worn off completely. Any cosmic sense of connection and compassion that Connie felt with the universe and with his enemy, the giant scorpion monster, is now gone. And he's also mad that this thing broke free from his restraint. So he's enraged.
Does he still have cosmic compassion for Elif, though?
No cosmic compassion for anybody. I'm a god. I'm a damn bugbear up here. And I'm going to kill my enemies and maybe even some of my ostensible friends later on, Elif. Ha-ha!
You're screaming that from the top of this scorpion person. And
I would also like to say that McKeck is now scratching notes into the building next to him with the shillelagh. The come down is pretty hard.
Heavy machinery! Heavy machinery! So I'm gonna do my... Can I do my two-handed... Oh, Andy's gone, so I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Sorry, couldn't hear you. Are you
Yep, he killed it. He killed it.
Roll. We were so gonna roll. Andy.
So I'm gonna...
Hey, Dom.
I'm gonna do my pike, my two-handed pike attack at advantage.
All right. Gotcha.
Boof.
Unnatural 20.
So this is recklessly attacking with a 20 that absolutely hits. And 11.
And but with rage I get +2 more damage to that, so
that's 13. That's going to kill it. Please paint me a picture. What does this look like?
All right. The the tears.
Oh, for Critical Role fans, that's our version of how do you want to do this?
The tears of compassion that had been welling up in Connie's eyes get washed away by the rain, and his eyes harden and his brows furrow, and he looks to Cryon and Mikek and Elif. And it's a weird, coming down from the effects of the chamomile, the herbs, the chamomile that Mikek gave him, has made him like more violent than ever. Like he has a vague memory of the things that he said to Elif and the things that he said back in the tavern of like, oh, we're all connected and justice has something more to do with mercy than I ever knew. And he is so much against all of that right now. He's not trying to knock this thing out. He's going to scream, you Nazi scum! And he's gonna take his two-handed pike and he's gonna like hold on to hold on to it in a way and just bring it, like leverage it up like right into the scorpion monster's like neck and just use it to kind of like whatever he has to do, like pry and stab and slash and pierce to take off this thing's head on the pike. And he's gonna hold it up in the air. And he's gonna say, "For you, Stalker, the bugbear deity of death. Fuck with Burden. Fuck with Connie B. Demure. Ha!" That's it.
The creature goes limp underneath your feet. You absolutely are able to take its head off. Anyone who is looking through... I'm sorry, what?
No, I was going to say, I feel like Cryan pulls out a tiny, tiny little swear jar and just walks over to Connie.
A
swear jar with the lid open, just like, couple of F-bombs.
All right, how many? Okay, well, I got 10.
Pay the piper. That's 5 pieces of silver from my count. Anyone else, McKay?
5 pieces.
Ella,
Of silver.
5.
God. But it was against Nazis.
Okay, listen. Buy me a drink. Next time we're in a tavern, buy me a drink. We'll call it.
All right, well, here, I'm going to take away 2 silver from my inventory for the swear jar. And then, I'll buy you a drink later.
Right, buy me a drink, and I'll say fuck you to you.
All right, now you put a silver in.
Okay.
Okay, so I would like to say that 2 things possibly happen at this point.
Okay.
One definitely happens. The head is, like, on a pike at this point, right? The body is limp. McKeck has, immediately stowed his weapons, pulled out his notebook, and is, furiously adding notes under effects on bugbears, and is, looking between the wall and his journal, writing down the effects of this. I would like to say that the other is, as Cryon reluctantly drops a silver piece into the swear jar, Kitty swoops down and tries to carry away the jar.
Nice, we forgot all about the dragon.
The tiny dragon, the pseudo dragon. Yeah, Kitty, made up of sapphire, blue sapphire kind of skin. Swoops down, and tries to pick up the jar. Do you try to keep it from the dragon, or Cryon?
You know what? I'm gonna let her be the keeper of the swear jar.
All right.
Yeah.
So she immediately does that, gets on the ground, and just puts a wing around it in order to keep it there and keep it nice and safe.
Is there anything worth pilfering from our spiky friend? You know how Cryon is a fan of, I don't know a nice legal way of
looting,
saying it. Prospecting, looting, stealing,
looting the bodies.
Is there anything?
Normal. Give me an investigation roll as you check wherever this thing might be keeping something. Connie, you could carry around that weapon if you'd like.
Gareth.
You could try to wield that thing on a regular basis.
It's a biggin. Oh, that's terrible.
Aid investigation. Yeah, you try to peel up one of the large scales of armor that it has and stick your hand in there, and it's just goo and sticky sort of mucusy stuff that you pull out. You don't really see anything much more on there.
Okay.
McKeck is going to walk up to Connie, put his hand on your shoulder.
What do you want? What do you want? Franklin the turtle. Wait, no, hold on. Turtle from Entourage, because that's what we are now, right? We're an entourage, and we get along, and we're friends, and we fight with each other, and we feel solidarity. Turtle from Entourage. What do you have to say to me?
You may have advanced the cause of medicinal science more than any bugbear in history. Praise be to Pixar.
Pixar, god of storytelling.
God, storytelling.
I want to go over, having delivered that and put my my notebook back away. I'm very interested in this tale and the poison that it contains.
Sure, yeah. If you want to give me either a nature or survival check to try to see if you can get any poison out of that. Connie and Elif, you also see a few of the what look to be
Andy freezing.
Oh.
Andy?
All right, we get to do whatever
Andy?
we want.
Andy, are you okay? Are you okay, Andy? Yeah, not okay, Andy.
And he's gone. And he's back?
We can hear you.
Can you?
I couldn't. Anyway.
Yes.
Oh, here he comes.
There we go.
There he is. Oh.
You, Elif and Connie, you see a couple of these Goholian soldiers starting to kind of rouse themselves. They might have just been knocked unconscious. You also see a few more townsfolk kind of flooding into the area now that what seems to be a very terrifying menace has been dealt with. Heat is up just a little bit as well. The rain is coming down hard, thunder in the distance.
I'm going to raise a hand at Elf. I'm going to do something a little tricky here. A little help?
Like, I don't know what you mean. How am I supposed to help you? I don't know how to help people. But I got really excited because we kept the scorpion monster, right? And Connie was amazing. And he's my cosmic companion. And it's awesome. It's so awesome that we're cosmic companions because we're best buddies and he gave me a bird. You see my bird? Oh, wait, you mean that spell I have? You mean guidance, right, guidance. Yeah, totally. And I'll slap the cat and give him guidance.
Thank you. Now I'll do a survival check.
All right.
27?
25 plus 2, 27. Very nice. With a 27, you're able to get probably 2 vials of this thick green viscous poison. So you now have two vials of Tenkali poison.
Was that from a cat? You can make chamomile. You can make chamomile with it. You can make lots of chamomile and other things that you give people. And write it on your little notebook. It's gonna be really exciting. It's gonna be so cool. Maybe fire would help too. Do you want me to light it on fire?
Maybe later. And you're gonna see Mikek pull out his notebook again and like turn to a completely blank page, write an entry on the header, and then you're going to see him turn and look at the Goholnian soldiers staggering, and write the word human trash. Who wants to help with science?
Oh, jeez. So, as each of you are making your way over to the wounded people around the prison explosion, the rest of the town, even Rosie, has come back over. A few of them have weapons drawn, making sure that no prisoners escape. And it seems like you caught everyone in time that this doesn't seem to be a problem. And your eyes kind of raise up into the storm again that is approaching, and a bolt of lightning that strikes somewhere in the distance behind clouds illuminates that dark, giant shape in the sky of the floating mountain fortress just outside of town.
Scary.
There. Go ahead and get some to drink. Everyone take care of your fluids, and we're going to be right back with more Dom and Dragons, where the group is in Burden and probably goes shopping, if I'm being honest.
Oh. I'd like to think...
Hey, shopping episodes, I love them too.
I like to think that Mikek
we're gonna...
shakes a vial. Oh, I'll take care of my fluids.
All right, everyone come back. We'll see you in a little bit.
BRB.
Hey everyone, we're back. We just killed some sort of scorpion beast man. Who was one of the officers in the Goholian army that that McKeck had drugged the night before. Dead again. There are others from that group that are unconscious, but now being taken care of by the townsfolk, bound up. However you guys then want to proceed, it is still raining, it is still muddy in this dirty little town of Burden. What all would you like to do?
Let's go shopping. Come on, let's go shopping. Have we even been shopping yet?
No, this is our first shopping really episode.
We've been gambling.
The last time
We've been gambling and we almost lost all my cash.
The last time you wanted to go shopping, you wanted to get a bag of holding, and we sent Grom to get it instead.
Did he get it for us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is because I had read...
That's the bag you have on your back.
I had read on, I think, Reddit. They were like, for people who are playing Dungeons & Dragons for the first time, one of the great things to get hold of is a bag of holding, because it means it doesn't matter how much stuff you get hold of, you can always carry it in the bag of holding.
Nice.
But,
Right, yeah, that's the bag you have on your back right now. Yeah. So you have a lot of room if you want to go buy a bunch of stuff.
I'd like a weapon.
Okay. In town, you don't know too much, but if you were to ask the group, like, hey, where's a good place to get some weapons or armor, they would tell you the Iron Ghost, which is up here.
Are they also a member of the Burden Small Business Administration?
They are.
Outstanding.
Yes, they are. And so you wouldn't mind frequenting them. They're seemingly a nice group of people.
I also do kind of want to envenomate one of the Goholian guards to see what the hell this does.
Yeah. I'd like to.
If you want to use one of the vials,
I kind of wanted.
Have him drink.
I kind of wanted to do this with the equivalent of using, like, you can just take a sip of a potion to even know what the effects are.
Sure. Yeah.
And also, McKeck is a naturalist. Scorpions don't poison things, they envenomate them. So he's probably going to borrow a dagger from someone, like, put just like a drop on it, be like, stab.
Okay.
Now, please describe to me what you're feeling.
The dark medical experiments you're doing on these prisoners now. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, you don't...
They're Nazis.
They are Nazis. The Goholians. Yeah, you stab them a little bit there with the poison tip dagger. Oh, just a tiny bit. Give me a medicine check to see how well you can read sort of the symptoms of what's going on here.
24?
Damn. 24. With the 24, you're able to notice immediate discoloration around the small wound. The skin itself kind of grows black, veiny to a certain extent. You see that person then kind of like start to get like really stiff in the leg. They're hardly able to move it at all, and they start to curse at you a little bit in Goholian.
Could I use that same medical check to try to, like, or actually, I guess it would be an herbalism kit to try to counteract it for them? I don't want to, like,
give me
leave
an
them paralyzed.
kit check. They're shouting at you. We are not to be treated like this.
I am not a pincushion.
23.
Not a pincushion. 23. Yeah, easily you can make a small antidote for this level of poison. You're not exactly sure if you can make an antidote for the full effect.
Yeah, but I just want to, like, unparalyze him, and that seems to work. So at least I'm on the right trail. Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
good.
100%.
Now, I recommend not being a racist asshole. And at this, Nikek is just going to, like, punch him and walk away.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Spits out on the ground a little
Good
bit.
rule for life. You should get a t-shirt. I recommend not being a racist asshole.
So, I
think
think
it would sell.
I think I heard, Cryon, you were looking for a weapon. The Iron Ghost comes highly recommended by the Burden Small Business Administration.
Let's go. Take me there. I take me there.
Okie dokie.
Say, I'll be a nice DM. Does anyone pick up the broom?
Oh, what a sweet DM. Yeah, Cryon picks up the room.
Fair enough.
Kind of responsibility. He's like, oh, hang on a second, guys.
I'll be a nice...
In fact, change of plan. I'll meet you there. I'm going to swoop in on Belinda the broom. She's called Belinda now.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
As I see this, Mikeko, Connie, you want that shield?
Oh, yeah. What a nice turtle. Pick up the shield, and I'll go up to Elif while they're headed to the store. Connie will be like, Elif, I said some things while I was coming down from that there chamomile that I just want to say I regret. I do not currently have any intentions on killing you, my real current friend.
Yeah, because we're friends, right? We're like really good friends. Could you give me the friendship bird? Give me the friendship bird. See, it's still in my hair. I kept it really safe through the battle because McKeck said maybe it's not actually fireproof. So I don't know where you got that from, but maybe it's not fireproof. Who knows? So I kept it really safe through the battle in my hair all the time, and it's safe. Ernie's really safe because we're friends now. And you have your friendship bird, I have my friendship bird, and we're best buddies.
Yeah, and you know what? I really just said that Bert and Ernie were fireproof because they're just so good at taking care of themselves when fires come up. You know, I got Bert right here, and I take him out. I let him out of my hat.
Yeah, he's under your cowboy hat.
You know, what say you that the two of us went for a friendly walk with our Bert and Ernie? They could use some swooping around together, and then you and I could walk and talk to no place in particular, and talk about life and death and love and fantasy.
From somewhere far ahead of you on the streets, you hear Mikek, is something happening that I should be taking note of?
Nope. I no longer have the effects of the drug, nor am I motivated by earlier intensely hateful and aggressive instincts. I'm just going for a walk with my friend Elif. But if she agrees...
Let's try this now.
Yeah, let's go for a walk. And Andy...
Let's go for a walk.
I'm walking her...
I'm
I'm walking her in the direction of if there was ever any kind of agreed upon space.
Yeah, 100%. I'm there. Yeah, I got you, buddy. All right, McKeck and Cryon.
Lena's shaking her head, Lena.
Yeah.
You're gonna break Elif's heart.
Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine, I hope.
And then she's gonna break your knees.
McKeck and Cryon, you're heading to the Iron Ghost for the supplies, I assume.
Stuff. Yeah.
I was gonna say if this is what
stuff.
what the BSBA would recommend, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Bric-a-brac, nonsense. Cryon grabs hold of the handle of the door and walks in very proudly, kind of like opens up the door with a big swish, but doesn't realize there's a tiny step up into the place and trips. And just as he trips, he goes, "Hail, fellow, well met," and like just slams on the floor. And the guy behind the bar starts pissing himself laughing. And Cryon kind of jumps up like it's a trick. So he's already going to get some sort of discount, guys. That's what I'm.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
He's already made friends.
Right.
I keep suggesting that they remove that step.
Cryon, you leap up, you hear laughter from behind the counter, and you sort of pose as you leap up. You don't see anyone behind the counter, though.
Oh.
You definitely hear laughter.
a character of short stature.
That's funny. It's so funny, yes.
Cryon approaches the countertop, high countertop.
Sure, yeah.
And says, "Hello, friend. Hello, friend. Another friend of burden of small stature, I assume. Come forward. Introduce yourself. I am Cryon Fane, member of Bob."
Member of Bob, yes. I've heard of Bob.
And then what you see is it's not a short person behind the counter. Out of thin air, this sort of ghostly bluish light forms, and you see a rather tall-looking elf standing behind the counter then. old, very old, very withered in their features, but still kind of glowing bluish.
Yes, friend. What can I do for you?
Charmed. My name is Cryon Frame. Oh, Fame. Frame. I was wondering if maybe... Oh, what is your name, good sir?
Please call me Mowbray.
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 Wonderful to meet you, Mowbray. I wouldn't want to put you in a compromising position in terms of having information that might be dangerous to you as a vendor, but I'm in the market for a weapon of some large damage type vibe.
You've come to the right place. See, the Iron Ghost has many weapons and armors.
Whereabouts are you in the crossbow arena?
Let me show you.
And it passes, this Mowbray passes straight through the counter, straight through you, and you feel this sort of kind of chill as it moves through you to the back room, and then to sort of the area behind the counter, but almost a room unto itself. And there are probably about 5 or 6 different kinds of crossbow there, and he just gestures toward them.
These all look fantastic, Mowbray. I'm not sure how much experience you've had with a crossbow. Is there something that would fit a creature of my frame more than any other?
I have a bit of experience with crossbow.
And he's like rubbing his heart.
It's what killed him. How's business, Mowbray?
Not too bad. Thank you.
I see you know my friend McKeck.
Oh, McKeck and I go way back.
Are you planning to make it to the SBA meeting next week? Assuming there's still a town?
Assuming there's still a town, yes. But my friend, what are you in the mood for? A light crossbow? A heavy crossbow? Or something more intriguing?
Thank you for the compliment. I'm not sure I would be able to wield a heavy crossbow too well. As you can see, I'm not the largest creature in the world. Could I have a look at that light one over there? The one, the deer carving on both sides. I like the look of that one.
Oh, this is a fascinating one. Yes.
And he just motions toward it. And you stand there a second, kind of looking there, and then he like puts his arm through it. He can't grab it. So he's just offering it for you to take off the wall.
Please, Mowbray, allow me. Would it be okay if I felt the weapon in my hand, gave it a little once over?
Oh, indeed. Yes.
And you actually then see him kind of wave his hand a little bit, and a small bolt flies over from the counter, and just kind of rests in midair right next to the crossbow.
Nice.
So if you wanted to, you could load it up and...
Yeah. Cryon takes the crossbow. It feels just wonderful. A nice heavy weight in both of his hands, but not too much. Puts the bolt in and kind of safely puts the crossbow down so he's not firing at anyone. Looks over to Mowbray and says, you wouldn't happen to have a handy target in the shop, would you, Mowbray?
Oh, I have some armor down the hall. Just go ahead, give it a fire.
And you see down the hall then what looks to be just kind of a leather armor on a mannequin that has already been kind of shot many times.
Okay. Cryon looks over his shoulder at McKeck and says, I'm going for the armor's heart. So he's shooting for its heart.
Okay.
What would I do there?
Here, let me put in a crossbow real quick for you.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Character sheet.
You need to take some of my gold or silver.
Not yet. If you want to buy
I've not
it.
bought it yet. Of course.
Yeah. Hold up. Light crossbow. Just drop it in. Roll 20. You are not too bad. So there's a light crossbow in your attack area, as well as your inventory.
I see. So I just hit
so
that.
go ahead and roll that, and you'll get an attack with it. A 13, since you don't have advantage. Yeah, a 13. Yeah, hits just off the center of the heart a little bit, but it was like 20 feet away. It's not bad. You feel pretty confident about your ability to use this weapon.
He looks over at McKeck, kind of gives him a little like, well, and I think Cryan might go over to McKeck and offer him the crossbow, since this is a vendor who he seems to like, and say, what do you think, McKeck? Would you buy from Malbraith? Is he a trustworthy man?
I am legally obligated by the Burden Small Business Association to say nothing disparaging about any member of the Burden Small Business Association. However, yes, in my experience, Malbraith knows weapons. After all, a lot of them killed him.
Okay. Malbraith, my fine fellow.
Yes.
How much are you asking for a crossbow such as this?
Oh, I would say about 25 gold should do it.
25 gold. Let me have
That's
a
right,
look
25.
if I've got anything else to... Would you accept 20 gold and a tinderbox?
20 gold in a tinderbox. Tinder boxes are not... I don't have need for them, personally. Let me ask my granddaughter, though.
And then he'll kind of like dissipate just a little bit into thin air. You don't see him for the moment. A beat goes by, and then you hear, "Oh, Jesus, Grandpa! Fucking hell!" somewhere in the back.
This is not going to begin going better.
Oh.
And then a moment later, he sort of reappears in front of you.
She has no need of a tinderbox, no.
Malbraith, I was brought up in the bartering school of trade, so
Yes.
when you say 25, would you accept 17?
What?
Not a good bartering school, just an average one. I did not earn a diploma there. Thrown out.
What were your grades?
They gave me a C, and then I bartered it. So.
And then you what?
You
bartered it down to an F.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was not great. Yeah.
McKeck is going to reach out and sort of pat you on the shoulder. That makes sense.
I'm afraid, little one, if you don't have anything that a ghost or a very young, obnoxious elf girl could use, there is nothing I could do for you. Perhaps if you had information, or... What I don't know, what do you got? Something for old Mowbray.
McKeck, information? What is he interested in? What do you know of this man?
Yeah, actually, Andy, what do I know that might interest Mowbray or his...
You do know, yeah, so Mowbray the Ghost not only sells normal arms and armor, but also certainly deals in information. If there was some juicy secret out there, either about someone in town or some greater worldly of something going on, he probably would be much more amenable.
So, old Mowbray here likes to have a little bit of a sideline. In addition to his, arms dealership, he also trades in secrets, rumors, that sort of thing. I might suggest something from perhaps the inner workings of a prestigious monastery might interest him.
Oh, interesting.
Drugs. Incidentally, does the shop seem like it has anything interesting for McKeck? Principally in the shield line.
There certainly are several shields. One of them being a tower shield, a great, large, heavy, lumbering thing. that has what looks to be the carvings or the etchings in the metal of two dragons sort of circling each other.
Okay, I'm gonna, while you're looking around, okay, I'm gonna say, oh, Brave, I have been made aware that you are a man of some discerning and expertise in terms of religious order. I am in the possession of a letter written by a former let's say, employee of mine who ran a monastery. Included in that letter are orders to kill me, which obviously did not succeed, and also certain orders concerning the Wigmols and the Galhonians. I would be willing to allow you to read that letter, not take it into your possession, but read the letter. Or a discounted crossbow. What do you think of that?
I agree to a discount, but let me read the letter first to see how much it is worth.
Okay. You know, McKeck said that you were a trustworthy gentleman and that you dealt with people fairly in Burden, so I will allow you what discount. And then McKeck hands over Nine's hidden letter, which I still have, right? I do have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. You hand over the letter. He kind of, his hand goes through it a couple times.
Put it on the counter, young one.
Lay it out then for him, and his old kind of glowing eyes scan the letter.
Oh my. You didn't say this was the Monastery of the Broken Wave. Oh, there is quite a lot out there that is looking for information on you folk. This is worth 10 gold. I'd say off of the price. Would you accept then 15?
I would accept. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Rolls up the letter.
Yeah.
Do you have a quiver of bolts that I might be able to buy from?
Sure. Yes, yeah.
And, he motions to what looks to be a box affixed to a belt. And then you sort of like pry open the box, and it has bolts sort of stuck in there. So easy sort of access, but it's something you would kind of keep on your belt.
I mean, surely, Malbraith, no one's bolts. That would be like selling a car without an engine. You must cost a certain amount of bolts for free, right?
Oh, there is one that comes with
One?
it. Yes. The rest will cost you, I'm afraid.
Okay, I'll take 6 bolts for 4 pieces of gold. How does that?
6 bolts will run you 12 gold pieces.
God. 10.
My dear boy, that's how they get you.
I'll give you 10. Come on, we've been doing great business. 10 gold.
10.
6 bolts.
10 gold, 6 bolts.
Okay, so 25, which was the rate that you said at the very start. Circle. Bloody waste of time.
I did specify a member of the small business association.
All right. Nice to do business with you, Malbraith.
As you as well.
McKeck, do you need anything?
What would the tower shield's effect sort of be for me?
So it would be, you would need 15 at least to strength to wield it. It could
Moving
get
on.
you up to a +3 instead of a +2.
Moving on.
Oh, okay. That's enough.
Are there any that look like they might be magical shields? I can also have been ritually casting detect magic while that was going on.
Okay. Yeah. You look around. There is a longsword on the wall that is magical, and a pair of boots, leather boots that are magical. But that's all the magic that you see in this place. And then other than that, there are different designs of shields on the wall if you want to try one of those.
But none of them are magical, and I have a shield. So
yeah.
I'll look at I'll sort of walk over and like, I've been doing a bit more traveling than usual. Malbraith, any, I don't know, comfortable boots in stock?
Oh, I have some, yes. Hold on.
And he glides very carefully over to the boots that were magical.
These are beautiful. They would help you run from your enemies very quickly.
This feels like the perfect gift for Elif.
On the side is like the plumage of a cock, a chicken.
Rooster?
You can say
Rooster. There we go. A rooster is what I'm looking for. It's appropriate name for it. It's the plumage of a rooster, sort of neck held to the sky.
How much are they?
These would be 50 gold or so.
That feels fair. I don't think right now, but thank you. And
Welcome, yes.
I'll turn to Cry like, anything else for you, friend? Or should we go see? Oh God, what's happening with Connie and Elif?
Yeah, let's catch up with those guys. Something nefarious.
Yeah, so I'll sort of wave. Thank you, Malbraith. I'll see you at the meeting this week, assuming again that the town still exists.
Nice to meet you.
So his granddaughter comes out of the back room, takes the gold, just like rolls her eyes, puts it in a bag underneath the counter, and then goes back into the back room. And he bows very low and then disappears as you leave the establishment. Connie and Elif, as you are making your way through town, Connie takes you kind of an odd sort of back way, and you feel like he even doubled back maybe once, kind of going back toward the prison a little bit, but further on. You come across an establishment that sells boots and outerwear called Soulmate. Soulmate. Anyway.
Nice.
And as Connie, you approach sort of the corner of that building, out steps first what you see is just a black trench coat.
I'm sorry. This feels like a pivotal moment. And can we, like, Connie and Elif were interacting along the way.
Sure, yeah.
Perhaps, right?
I would imagine.
And so I would just like to paint a picture of that, right? That Connie, I think Elif can tell, right, that Connie is feeling really, like, tense, more tense and, like frustrated and distracted than you've ever seen him. And he probably wouldn't be initiating conversation, but that is what the sense that you get from him as we're walking.
I mean, Elif talks a lot, so she's just been talking about how glad she is that you're finally friends with her and that we can put all that bad blood behind us. You don't have to worry about bounties or anything like that anymore. And that really it wasn't that bad in the first place, right? Because you never managed to catch me. You never actually caught me, and I never actually hurt you. So it's just like this funny, show thing. And now we're like buddies. We're finally buddies, and it's so great. It's so great to be friends. I mean, I don't really think I'd have friends again, right? Because I had Rose, but she left for 7 years, and all the street children kind of grew up and became worse. So I just didn't have a lot of friends. I was well respected in the criminal circles, but I didn't have a lot of friends. And now I have you, and I'm so glad to be friends because I really, 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 really wanted friends. And you're such a great friend. You protect me so well in battle. You do such a great job stabbing things, and I do a good job blowing things up. And we're just the best compliments to each other, and I'm just so grateful.
And at that, Elif, the black trench coat walks immediately around the corner. Almost your eye catches something on the ground, like kind of a snake curling up behind him a little bit. This is a very large person. They are an orc. They have large tusks coming up from the bottom jaw, dark green skin, a large scar across their face.
And they talk like this.
Do I recognize them?
Connie, my boy.
What's this
You
guy's name?
brought me Elif.
This guy's name is Umrag.
Umrag.
Do I know Umrag? Do I recognize them?
You do not know Umrag.
And so,
What does it mean? What do they mean that you brought me them? What is this? Is this like a surprise party? Am I gonna make new friends? More friends?
Oh, she don't know, do she? That's different. Come with me, Elif. Come with me.
no, wait up. Hold on. Everyone just shut up. I got a headache. Got a massive headache. Hey, Mike
Oh.
K.
Connie, you did it. Don't worry none.
Mike K, you can add that to your rugged damn notebook. Massive splitting headache. You talking, chattering in my ear this whole way here, talking about friendship, talking about how you're so value friendship, and me being a part of that friendship, and you, Umrag, you just wait one rugged damn second. If this is gonna go down this way, I want the money first. And Connie's gonna hold on to Elif. He's not letting Elif go.
You see kind of curling up behind him, the thing that you thought was a snake is very now clearly a large piece of rope that is moving on its own. And it seems to be just looking at you, Elif. Connie's grabbed your arm as well. And Umrag
I
then
think we
says,
should go. I'm gonna go. We should just go.
Elf, just hold on. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Just let me handle this. Umrag.
Connie, I didn't think you'd do it, but you did it. And now, here we come.
and he reaches into his trench coat, and he pulls out a hand crossbow and shoots you.
What? That wasn't the agreed upon price, was it?
I don't think. Yeah, it wasn't.
You weren't getting paid in a very rapidly
you weren't getting
delivered
paid in
bolt.
bolts. Does a 16 hit you?
No, because I picked up the shield because Mikek pointed it out to me, so I'm carrying the shield with me.
Do you have it out, or is it on your back?
I honestly don't think Connie put it on his back. I think Connie's been carrying it just like that would have taken a kind of intentionality and mindfulness to put it where it belongs that he didn't have.
Sure. So you just really quickly put up the shield as you, a small bolt from the hand crossbow just inches away from like your sort of chest, shoulder area here. And then Elif, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as the rope seems to immediately kind of snap at you like a snake and try to roll around your feet.
This isn't the way that Adam wanted it to happen. Oh my god.
You do realize that if you introduce a bit to Andy, he's gonna twist it.
Yeah, I know.
6. All right, Elif. A 6 is not quite enough. The rope immediately, very quickly wraps up your legs, and then starts to kind of wrap around your arms, and you're fighting it, but you can't.
Can I Eldritch Blast still?
Quite escape it. Eldritch Blast, anything that would require at this point somatic, is not going to work. If you have anything that's verbal only, that still could probably work in this moment.
Hold on, give me a sec to look at my spells.
Yeah. Connie, you also see two figures step out of the shadows from further behind him as well.
What is my history with Umrag?
He offered to pay you quite a lot of money for bringing him Elif alive.
Shame on you.
Oh no, I feel so bad.
That wasn't Cryon, that was Dom.
How much did he promise?
He promised 150 gold.
Jesus Christ.
And instead, he shot you with a hand crossbow.
But I
also,
didn't.
I am worth way more than 150 gold. Thank you very much.
Well, I was gonna say, I was like, if he tried like offering the agreed upon price, I was gonna have Connie be like, well, she's my friend now, so it's gonna have to be more than that. It's gonna have to be double. But that's not happening now.
And all of my shit has
anything-
thematic components, so I
Okay.
guess I'm just fucked.
Cool. So
I didn't. So Connie did not know Umrag before this deal.
No, not at all. Nope. He came to you seemingly out of nowhere, at like your lowest point here, giving you just a little bit of, not just hope, not like hope, because this is not a very hopeful thing, but like a way out of your current situation.
Yeah.
And that you just latched onto that at the moment.
Yeah. So you say what you need to say, but obviously, the moment that Umrag shoots at Connie, Connie's trying to fight back.
So you immediately put your shield up to block that bolt. You see him then take one step back. You were a little quicker than he thought you were. And he goes,
Look, I was wrong to maybe do this with you. Listen here. What if I add a little bit of gold to that price? Maybe we just forget about my whole thing here.
And as you kind of are starting to maybe lower the shield a tiny bit, the bolt that's pierced through the shield itself, the tip of it, you see just a little drip of like kind of a black liquid off of it.
Jesus Christ.
Elif is going to start shrieking at the top of her lungs, and I'm not going to shriek because we're on, people can.
Gotcha,
I don't want to blow out your eardrums. But Elif is just shrieking,
cat.
help, kidnapping, help! As loud
And at this,
as she can.
the rope is starting to try to wrap around your mouth for the moment.
How far from me is this guy?
5 feet away.
And there are two figures emerging behind him?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Is that Oz? It could be Oz.
That would be super cool, wouldn't it?
That would be great, Dom.
It's not Oz. No. Oh.
Well, so in character, the decision is Connie is going to. Well, yeah, Jesus. He has a shield and he has one arm around Elif.
She's obviously being restrained at this point.
She's already restrained.
Yeah, you don't need to have a hand.
Okay, yeah, okay. Then I'm. And tell me again how far he is from me.
Like 5, 6.
Oh, he's he's right here.
He's right there. Yeah.
All right. Then yeah, I mean this is infuriating because Connie was already in this weird mental emotional space from the come down from the chamomile. He was already feeling really conflicted about what he was doing, and he was just like, the reason he was going through with it was just because action and doing something that made sense to the narrative of his life kind of was something grounded that he could do through the storm in his head. And then like Elif talking about friends and friendship was like twisting little knives in his bugbear brain. But now all of that falls away because he's on top of all of this now, emerging out of this energy. Like he's more enraged than ever before at being betrayed by Umgar. And it's a moment, right? Like, well, shit. Like, I didn't know this guy. He was a stranger. He wasn't a friend. There is no trust between criminals. There's like a saying for that. Honor between
thieves
doesn't exist.
But yes.
Yeah.
And so like he's feeling a bugbear version of like fuck, like regret for doing this, and newfound actual appreciation of like friendships matter because friends don't betray you. But I'm betraying Elif. Oh fuck, I'm the worst person ever. But in the midst of all this, he will enter a rage and pull out his one-handed pike and swing it at Umrag.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
And it'll be reckless.
Ooh, entering rage as a bonus action, and then the attack. Yep, cool.
Advantage. Yes, okay. Here we go. That's a crit hit.
That is a crit hit.
I'm so glad because I rambled for 5 minutes about this is a character moment for Connie, and yeah, that was worth it.
Oh, okay, you lightning fast, you let your shield down, and then from seemingly nowhere, you've already produced the pike in your other hand. He can't even see it coming. You just see his eyes go wide as you stick him straight into the shoulder and push him back with it a little bit. You see his arm drop at his side and the crossbow clang on the ground. And at this, his other hand sort of goes around the pike and just tries to shove it out of him. You've done 10 damage.
12 with rage.
12 damage at this, yeah.
And I did I just want to flag before.
Yeah.
Elif tried to shriek. I did yell out, "Mike K, you can add headaches to your notebook."
And then Elif, why don't you give me another either acrobatics or athletics check to try to get out of the restraints you have at the moment. And Connie, you do have inspiration, remember?
14.
14. Is anyone going to use an inspiration, or should
I
I
don't
tell
have
you
inspiration.
what happens?
A 14? Wait, what did you
trying to
roll?
get out of the ropes.
Before.
I mean, a 14's pretty good.
I think it's probably fine.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean,
yeah.
that doesn't mean I'm
Wait,
definitely
but
out.
inspiration gives a choice, right?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Yes. You re-roll, see if you get higher.
What's the roll?
I clicked
Yeah,
it.
six.
Oh,
All right.
6.
So
Okay,
with the 14,
that's good.
yeah. So with the 14, Elif, it seems oddly enough like the rope might have been distracted a little bit by Connie's move. It seemingly kind of loosened up and then is now staring at Connie. You're able to get your hands free for a moment, which means anything somatic you'd be able to cast at this point. Your legs are still, your movement is still restricted, but
so she's grappled.
How close
now,
am I
not restrained.
to Umrag? Umrag?
yeah,
Is he like right in front of me?
he pretty much, yeah, 6 feet away.
So if I make a ranged spell attack, am I going to be at
5 feet
disadvantage?
With my long limbs, couldn't I have pushed him back far enough to be with my attack?
Don't you? Do you have a feat or something, or something that does that, moves people?
Yes, I have thunderous blows. My rage and yes, thank you. While raging, when I damage with a melee attack, I force the target to make a strength saving throw. And on the failure, he gets pushed away 5 feet from me.
So yeah, we can real quick do that to see if that changes anything, Elif. A strength saving.
Nope.
I don't think a 4 is
not
going
gonna
to
do it. He's pushed up another, so he's about 10 feet away from you. So there would be, you could do whatever you'd like, Elif.
Also, how long did it take to walk over here? Would it have been long enough for a short rest?
Not quite. No, it's 15 minutes. At
Okay.
most.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him, hopefully in the face.
All right. Okay. Give me an Eldritch Blast. That's 24.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's in the
24
face.
absolutely hits. For 10 damage. Elif, paint me a picture.
Of how I kill him? Is he dead?
Please, yes. Yeah, he's already gone. Unless you want to knock him out.
So,
but,
I think I do want to knock him out. I want to know what the fuck he was trying to kidnap me. So I'll paint you a picture of how I knock him out.
sure.
So Elif is shrieking at the top of her lungs as she's trying to get away from him, and she just holds up her hands and goes, blah, and a huge fireball shoots out of her hands straight at his face, and she's just screaming bloody murder. I don't know you! Get away from me! Who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing? You're my fucking friend, and you're touching me with your fucking rub, and it's really freaking. I don't like you at all. I'm gonna fucking kill you! And shoots him in the face.
All right, yeah, your blast shoots him in the face. He flings backward, slams into the door itself of Soulmates, the boot store, and falls to the ground unconscious. Immediately, the rope falls to the ground, seems to kind of slither over to him, and then just kind of hang its head sadly.
Aw.
Poor rope.
It's the only one I have sympathy for here is the rope.
What about the two people that were with him? Didn't you say he had two figures with him?
He had two people with him who now immediately see who blast him in the face and knock him out, and they're gone. They immediately bounce.
Hey,
Connie? Were you just trying to give me to somebody? Were you trying to sell me to somebody? Or did you just actually just
No.
con me with your Connie name? And it's like you're a con artist, right? Because your name is Connie. I should have put it all together. I should have known you were a con artist.
No,
I didn't know
Connie!
you did it. I thought you were my friend. I thought you were my friend. And we were going to be best friends.
Cut it out! Shut up!
Connie.
God damn it, Rocket, damn it! Shut up! First of all, Connie's not short for anything, right? I could have changed it to Conrad. I knew a guy once named Marion who changed his name to John Wayne. It was bullshit. I'm Connie, right? A con artist, a Conrad, a Connie. Now, second of all, yes, all right, yes, I was trying to give you over for a bounty that I accepted weeks ago because I was a struggling bounty hunter, but clearly this guy was an asshole, was gonna betray me, but also we're still friends, right?
If he hadn't been an asshole, if he had just been giving you the money, would you have just given me to him? Did you only try to save me because he was an asshole? Just because he was a jerk? She's starting to get fire going in her hand again.
Elif, I feel like there's two anvils in my head making love. It hurts.
What the fuck?
I just I'm so what's the word that people say? I'm so just die, and I'm gonna loot the body. Connie doesn't know how to handle the feelings right now or the interpersonal stuff, so he's just gonna get the money that is owed.
All right. So you start searching the body. Give me an investigation check. As you're sort of searching the body, the obvious things. He's got a few bolts. He's got a little vial of poison on him. With an 11, you find he's got a somewhat large sack of gold. Just the jingling of it, maybe 100 pieces of something.
Just taking the gold.
Okay.
And so how much is that? 100?
It's 100 gold pieces.
All right, so I have
So
that.
he was going to short you no matter what.
Yeah, he was. Geez, yeah, I don't know how's Ella feeling because Connie's not, and I'm totally okay with there being a rift at this point. This is my.
Is it raining?
It
Is
is
it
definitely
raining here? Okay, so the rain is like covering up Elif's tears, but she just looks fucking heartbroken.
Oh, no.
Aww.
And she's gonna go, Connie, I guess just fucking tie him up and we'll take him back. I need to know why the fuck he's trying to kidnap me. And then I don't know if we're friends anymore. I don't know if I should have the friendship bird. I don't think I should have the friendship bird.
Ernie pops out of your hair onto your shoulder and is just like chirp, 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 like screaming at Connie.
Oh no! What's Bert doing with me?
Bert's under your hat right now, not coming
Shaking
out.
his head at you.
Bert is disappointed in you.
So Connie will just grunt and he'll kind of clumsily, tie up Umrag
With the rope?
with his own rope.
With his own rope?
No.
I don't think
With your
so.
rope?
With my
Okay.
rope. With my hempen rope.
Okay. What do you do with the rope that's slithering slowly behind you guys as you drag him away?
I'm gonna pick it up and tie it in a tight knot around my arm as kind of like a reminder to myself that I'm a piece of shit. I'm gonna carry it, I'm gonna wear it with me as just as penance.
You wrap it around. It's like 15 feet of rope or so, and you just wrap it around your arm several times. It's not great. All right, so you drag him through the streets.
Do Mikek and Cryon happen to find us?
If you're kind of up to the main district here, Cryon and Mikek are probably coming out of the Iron Ghost at this point, and if there's other shopping people want to do,
I feel like McKeck is like.
Right, we totally feel like shopping now.
I feel
Read
like
the room, Andy.
I feel like McKeck is like
hey, there's a place called Hammer's Only Toy Store. I mean, come on.
crunching on like a sandwich or something from a street food vendor. Like, look at how are you guys? How you're dragging a body with.
And I'm like covered in mud because I was grappled by a rope. So we look a wreck.
Crying's like, what the hell happened, you guys? Are you guys okay?
Connie's gonna hand the rope of around Umrag over to Mikek and just grunt, and I think walk away. I think he's not right. I think that's the in-character thing. I don't think he knows how to process all this. I think he still has a headache, and I think that as far as he's concerned, like, well, I don't know. Is that too burbagey? Is that burbage? Fuck.
I feel like Crying goes up and goes, what the hell happened? Did you guys kiss?
What the hell happened? We bought a fucking crossbow and a sandwich.
No. These guys.
I don't.
Something went on. What's going on, you guys? Do you need a minute?
I don't kiss women anymore. The only woman I ever kissed was my ex-girlfriend, Brave. That's the only
Brave?
girlfriend I ever had.
We established that wasn't the name of the character.
I know, because it's not the character. The character is a child. So my girlfriend
And that would be fucked up.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And being with her was instructive in me learning about my sexual preferences. Now, I don't.
Children? What's going on?
Crooked, damn it! Cryon! I don't have time for jokes about that particular subject matter right now. I just betrayed a friend. I don't know how to feel about it or what to do about it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to commit to a line of action that I had considered in the last 30 seconds, which is I'm going to storm off and go back to my bugbear bachelor pad because I don't know what to do with these feelings. And I'm taking this chamomile with me.
Elif is just standing, watching him go, and she looks like she's about to start crying again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if Connie's equipped to like do an immediate reconciliation. Is this? He's going back home.
I feel
He's
like
on his way
Crime comes over and kind of tries to Elif's arm and says, I'm so sorry, Elif. I read that wrong. I thought you guys had like a good thing. I didn't realize it was a bad thing. I'm sorry.
I thought we were friends. And he tried to connect me to this guy. He tried to sell me to this guy. He tried to take me to the settlement that he was gonna and then he tried to defend me, but he said he only defended me because the guy was backstabbing him because he was being an asshole. And I thought we were friends. I thought we were I thought we were best buddies. I thought that's why he gave me the friendship bird, but maybe the friendship bird was a lie. Maybe he's just been conning me all the time like a con artist because that's his name. I guess his name is con artist, and he's just lying to us about it. And I don't know. I just don't know what to do right now. I thought I was making friends again, but what if you guys aren't even my friends? What if you guys
No,
are
of course we are. Of course we are.
orcs in alleyways?
Of course. McKay, do you have like a soothing or something?
I think that there's something better. You're worried we're not your friends, right? First, do you want me to beat him to death with a stick? Pointing down at Umrag.
No, I want to question him. I need to know why he was trying to kidnap me. I've never met him before. I know who the fuck he is.
That's fair. So how about, it seems to me that in these times of strife and woe and hardship, you need something to lift your spirits. Let's go set the mayor's house on fire.
Oh yeah, let's set the mayor's house.
I don't even know if I feel like setting the mayor's house on fire.
Elif, come on. Think about it.
Try.
Flames.
I feel like McKeck
Flames.
pulls out like a bottle from one of the things that he was working on. I have accelerant.
Okay,
Come on, Elif.
we can try setting it on fire, and maybe it'll make me feel better. Hopefully it'll make me feel better. We should make sure this guy is really secure first, because I really don't want to know where he's trying to kidnap me. But yeah, we can set it on fire. Yeah, maybe it'll feel good. The mayor deserves it. He's a bad man.
I'm just gonna turn Umrag over so that he's like face down in the mud as I'm dragging him away.
Okay.
Don't worry.
All right.
Oh, also, Kitty, check if he has anything.
All right. The tiny dragon is gonna kind of pop over and start rummaging through his stuff. He doesn't seem to have any other coin on him, at least. It doesn't take much, Elif. If you want to, you could set the mayor's house on fire. A little bit of accelerant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
All right.
definitely.
So Elif, you start to watch this just like pillar of shitty authority in this town start to burn. Anyone who's inside, any servants and the mayor himself, immediately rush out to the front, smoke billowing out behind them. The mayor is wearing his large fur coat again, even though he is a tabaxi, a kitty person. He also has his white flag out and is looking for someone to surrender to. But you're standing there in the rain. You're standing there in the rain, and the flames are licking up. The whole building is starting to crumble. The town itself is starting to kind of gather around you, and you hear a few applause and some cheers even. And fuck it, yeah, that actually makes you feel a little better. It's nice to see flames and everyone gathered around them and just like having a bit of catharsis for a moment. And yeah, you're gonna have to talk to Connie, but he did stab a guy for you at the same time.
McKeck is wandering around with small bags. Herbal marshmallows.
You're handing out
Herbal marshmallows.
herbal marshmallows to people.
One
Cryon,
silver
you
per
start kind
bag.
of twirling on a broom, doing a couple tricks. You learn to handstand on it as well, and people are starting to cheer and clap. And another bolt of lightning in the distance, another roll of thunder. And even through the rain, only a couple miles away, you all still see from that eastern side of town now large elk making their way toward town. Ropes from their antlers flinging up and disappearing into the sky. It appears that mountain is on the move again, and it's coming this way. And I think that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Dom and Dragons.
We were in suspenders then. I think that's the term.
Yeah, in suspenders.
Indeed. All right. So that concludes tonight's episode. If you enjoyed this, let us know. Give us a follow here on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube at Helpful Goat Gaming, or Twitter and Facebook at Helpful Goat. Listen to the podcast Goats and Dragons, where this is going to appear in. Either on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasts. If you love this and want to see more of this kind of thing, come on back next week. We're going to do another one of these on Wednesday. We have 3 more sessions of this to hopefully do something about the mountain and save the town of Burden. And then we're going to take a little break with this, hopefully again, and then after that sometime Dom can come back and play. That'll be awesome.
And as a reminder, on Thursday we have Spire, Friday we have Tier.
We have Spire, Friday we have Tier, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Which are DM'd by Elise and then Galway on Friday. Those are awesome. Please check those out. And then we'll see you back here next week for Dom and Dragons. Thanks everyone. We love you so much. Stay safe out there. Hang in there. And from all of us on Dom and Dragons, we wish you an excellent evening. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Hail, fellow, well met. What?
Good night.